name is Mr. Sullivan. We're here in DC, and that's what we call the Washington Monument, or the pencil, And then right beyond that's the World War II Memorial, so we're gonna go over there. We're gonna get a little closer. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. We'll see you there one day.
Interesting fact about the Washington Memorial. You can see that a little bit off the color difference because of the war. Something they had to stop, and then they had to use a different kind of marble or whatever it's made out of. You can see the difference right there. Interesting fact number one.
Number one. Interesting fact number one. Write that in your notebook, Mr. Sully.
Right now, Mr. Sullivan.
Write that down in your notebook.
Right there. Interesting fact numero uno.
So, if you look in this direction, you'll see this famous tree right there. And that tree is famous for something because it's in Washington, D.C. I'm just kidding. Behind that,
Behind that, World War II Memorial.
It's legit.
It's a very emotional time. And
Very
Memorial
nice.
Day weekend. Could be some veterans there who are having an emotional experience. So, well, see, we passed the Washington Monument, special tree. We are making our way down to Memorial. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, this is the World War II Memorial. It consists of 56 pillars, 2 arches, a nice plaza, and beautiful waterfall.
Yep. And the columns represent 15 to 25,000 soldiers and civilians who died in the fighting in World War II. And the 2 arches that are labeled Pacific and Atlantic represent the 2 main theaters of the war.
And did you know that on April 29, 2004, George W. Bush opened this to the public 2 days before Memorial Day? And that's today.
Oh, whoa. What a coincidence.
This is the 8th year anniversary of the day that George W. Bush opened the memorial.
Nice.
Nice flag, too.
Nice flag.
And
Flags are nice.
Interesting fact, in the background over there, that is where the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King Jr. Kind of a cool thing to look at.
Yep.
The World War II Memorial.
All the way in the back.
As you can see, we have some baby ducklings.
You taking a video?
Am I?
Baby ducks.
They're famous because
They're in DC?
they're in DC. Everybody knows.
Did you know?
If you're from DC, you are famous.
And our fellow teacher, Mr. Dorr, told us a story one day about a mother duck and her ducklings on his lake house in Lake Anna. Well, apparently, according to Mr. Dorr, there are huge bass that live in Lake Anna, and when the ducklings go across the lake, the bass start to eat them. So, it's pretty intense.
That's devastating.
Devastating.
It's pretty intense, just crossing a lake across the street.
Oh, that's
Like, according to Mr. Dorr, Lake Anna.
Well, on to the next memorial. Over there is the Vietnam War Memorial. Can't get close because, as you can see, it's very packed. Very, very crowded.
Yeah. And, well, since I know we're far away and we can't get really close, but I'll still give you some facts about it. There are exactly, or just about, 58,800 names of the servicemen who were killed in Vietnam. And the construction of the Vietnam War Memorial started in 1984. 1982, and
finished on November 13th, 1982. And the man who wanted it constructed, his name was Jan Scruggs, and he actually served in the war. He was a corporal lieutenant who served in the war, and when he came home, he wanted that constructed for all the people who lost their lives.
And there was a interesting story is that the architect who created it, she was a 20-year-old, I think, Vietnamese person, or she was 20 years old. And it's interesting how someone just 20 years old could create a monument like this.
Very, very impressive. Very interesting.
And very solemn.
And
very solemn and
another
kind of depressing.
good fact is the Vietnam War Fund to build this, they raised nearly $9 million.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
Just for this.
We can't do that
Just
for our
for this
auditorium.
memorial.
But, it's very
And that was
solemn kind
that
of
was through
memorial.
private contributions. And
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter, man.
So
Private contributions?
And
Since
funding
it's-
for everyone.
Wow.
this Memorial Day weekend, you can see there's a bunch of Rolling Thunder guys that come in who, you know, the famous Memorial Day parade where like the 5,000 of Rolling Thunder come in, and they're just everywhere around here. So
Alright, so another interesting fact to go off of Joe's contribution was the architect, 20-year-old architect's name was Maya Ying Lin, and she was one of the people who submitted his design for the memorial itself, and they chose hers. And because they chose hers and how it turned out really nice, they even put her name on the wall with all the soldiers. And now I think we're gonna go get some lunch and then send you this video.
Yeah.
bye, Miss Sullivan.
See you later, Mr. Sullivan.
I hope you enjoy it.
Hope you enjoy the video.
Walking.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh,
Look at Andrew just walking.
That's
That helicopter?
helicopter?
nice helicopter.
Obama's in there.
See?
You know how I know? Because we have a special connection.
Yeah, I know.
Because we are both African American.
Definitely.
Well, Trey, you have great shoes. Where can I get a pair?
Oh,
They're
Trey,
limited edition. Not possible.
He opened it to the public 2 days before Memorial Day. And what do you know?
That's today. That's what I just said. You didn't.
Another
Oh, you didn't.
helicopter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You are? You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you're recording?
On 23rd Street, the tree of
Oh,
Look at that tree.
Look at that tree.
look at that
Tree with
tree.
the monument
We're
above
walking
it.
across it.
It's walking
Very
across. Walking. Obviously
They're probably just
Obama is
taking
in
news
every
footage of us for
helicopter.
the.
Well, on to the next one.
That's
Let's-
the last one.
Awkward.